Hi, but who cares? Here's my review of Shenmue the Animation. Before going into this review, I'm going to tell what the plot is quickly, basically, and also what this franchise means to me, as this franchise is very special to me. So, the plot is, it's a basic plot. If you haven't played, the Shenmue games, basically the plot is about this young man, his father get murdered by this mysterious man, and he wants to find the truth and he wants revenge. So he set out a quest to find him and to find out the truth with the will of martial arts, guiding him. And I got what I'm going to give because this will be spoilers free. So this franchise, like I said just before, is very special to me because when I was a kid, I have a Dreamcast. And Shenmue was one of the first games I wanted because I saw, again, before the internet, before YouTube, you couldn't watch these videos. All you had the computer magazines, and I saw Shenmue on it a lot, and it looked amazing. And God, that got it. I fell in love with it in that world. Yeah, some of the story bit can be a bit cheesy, but I didn't care. The open world, again, I know today's game standards, open worlds are more better now, but back then, this was mind blowing. And the score, everything about it was amazing. And then Shenmue 2 came out. I couldn't wait. I imported that from Japan, know what I mean? I couldn't wait any longer for that to play it. And also, after that, Shenmue 3 got cancelled. And it was campaign to get Shenmue 3. And we almost had a chance with Xbox as a release Shenmue 2 on the Xbox. I bought that, of course. And now got Shenmue 3, sadly. Until a couple of years ago on the PS4. And PC. And thoughts on that could be another vehicle, a bit of mix, but like I say, I don't go to the story too much because in the future I want to cover all three Shenmue games of my love for the series. So we'll get to the review. Okay, we'll get on the likes first before I go through my dislikes. The big likes on this is the animation. Yeah, the animation is beautiful in this. And not just that, the fighting too is so cool in it too. There's a lot of good quality animation in this. That's what I actually love about it. The score, if you're especially a big fan of the Shenmue games, the songs are in it and they are just as good as ever in this too. And I do like the small changes they made into the show, which actually does fixes the original story a bit. Like, for example, the main character, Leo, the problem I had in the original games with him is you don't actually believe he's like a normal high school, because I think he's in high school. And you don't actually believe that in this. But in this version, especially in episode 1, it's so, before his father got, murdered, it's so he's like in school, like he went to, he's doing martial art for the school, facing all the schools. You can see he had like a normal high school life, which you actually believe that he's a normal high school kid in this version, which I thought is a good improvement for the story wise. So that bit I actually love. Now, the biggest problem I got with this, and this only got one problem, and it is the biggest one. It is the pacing in this. Seriously, the pacing in this is so over the top. Okay, for example, like the first episode, I think his name is Ty or something like that. I don't know about his name, but he's like this golem fella in Shenmue 1, and he does so in Shenmue 3. I saw the picture of him there. And he shows up on episode 1. Again, I wouldn't mind it if he's just spying on him. Because just the thing in the games, he does spy on him. I get that. But he doesn't spy on him. He confronts him in the first episode. It's like, really? Are you kidding me? You know what I mean? And A lot of people say, what's the problem with that? The problem is, in the video games, right? During his quest for information, he learned some new moves. So, then he got confronted the first time. He managed to beat him. In this, yeah, he learned one new move, but even then, it's like, the way he learns it, it's like, well too quick. It's like, seriously. And I get it. Because just think I forgot to mention, this anime is adaptation of the two Shenmue games, Shenmue 1, Shenmue 2. So, I understand you want to get past Shenmue 1, because if you had a story point of view, there's not much of a story in it, really, compared to Shenmue 2. So, I get it why you want to make it up quicker. So, I understand that bit to a point. Because, if I remember right on the anime, it's like the first 4 episodes is Shenmue 1. Which, to me, fine, that's around the right amount of time. But Shenmue 2, it just jumped to scene. Again, I understand you can't copy the video game to your T because it'd be a bone show of if you go on to talk to people to get answers to that, go to the lower point, get answers to that. You know what I mean? That'd be a bone show. I get you once I was past all that. But at least still slow it down a bit more. And also the episode count for 30 episodes. I would have been happy at least 15 or 16, you know what I mean? So you can get a bit more balance, especially on the Shenmue 2 section. Because it just jumps well too quickly. And, again, I don't call the show for this too. Because this is the same thing I have problem with most video game animes or video game shows based on video games. I especially copying, the stories from the games. Like for Fallen 5, the Iron Nation. Again, I like the show, but the problem I had is a way for watching since you can play the games. Because the reason why the game work better for story wise than an anime show is you're more invested in the world. Then you go around. Yeah, it sounds boring. You go two people. Go to point A, go to point B. Like a fetch quest. You know what I mean? Yeah, it sounds boring. But you see in the world, you see people walking, and you see the beautiful, everyday world. That's what makes it more special, and you get connected more to the characters, and you care more about them. And in this, yeah, you do care about them, but at the same time, it's like, know what I mean? So, that's again, I'm not calling it too much, because again, like I said before, the anime is good, the story is there, it's fantastic, and some of the things they make, it works most of the time. So, let's get to my final thoughts. So, my final thoughts for Shenmue the Iron Nation. Well, like I said, the animation is fantastic, the fighting scenes is good, the score is fantastic, and I would say some of the taste is good. And when I said the only problem I had is a pacing issue. But the most important thing, and again, this is not just Soul's fault, this most video game adaptation is, it's a way to actually watch this so you can play the games. That's my big thing over. Again, that's not the Soul's fault. Because, another thing too, it's not like this game is hard to get anymore. If this show was made a couple of years ago, I'd say, yeah, it's worth a watch because retro games prices are going up, and especially buying console is hard, It's not hard, but it's expensive now. And especially getting a copy of the original Shenmue's, it can be expensive. But, again, only a couple years ago, we got the HD remasters of Shenmue 1 and 2 on the PS4 and Xbox. And I went on CNX, it sells for £8. So, if you got a PlayStation or the Xbox, it's up, it's a way to buy the games instead of watching the show, because you get more connected to to the story in that way. And again, that's not me being a Shenmue fan. And also, I got to take that aside too. And that's why I got to rank this 7.5. I know some people might say, oh, it's 10 out of 10. To me, as a Shenmue fan in my head, yeah, it's 10 out of 10. But I had to review it as a show, you know what I mean? And as a show, it's okay. As a video game adaptation, again, it's okay. But I love Shenmue, and yeah, I have fun with this. And I think other fans will have fun with this too. But all I'm saying is, Try to play the games first before watch this, know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So, what I'm saying is 7.5 out of 10. So, leave a comment below on what you thought of Shenmue the animation. Or, if you're a Shenmue fan, leave a comment below what you thought of the show. Or what you thought of the franchise that they growing up. Or if you're any new fans, from, this day and age, you know what I mean? What you think of the franchise, you know what I mean? Again, leave a comment below. And also, leave a like if you like this review. Or you'll see more reviews in the future. Please subscribe, because I will do a video in the future of Shenmue 1, 2, or 3 on the games. And what I say about Shenmue 3, because again, I do like it, but I got problems with number 3 too. So, this has been a Brick Who Cares. See you on the next one.